This episode of Parks in the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and by the award-winning Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation Department. On this episode of Parks in the Palm Beaches, we'll discover some amazing saltwater and freshwater boating and fishing opportunities right here in beautiful Palm Beach County, Florida. Get ready for some real fun and real action. The Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation Department has 19 parks that allows for both freshwater and saltwater boating. With nearly 50 miles of shoreline, the intracoastal, and a number of lakes, the Palm Beaches is a great spot to cruise on the water or cast a line for all types of fish. Our parks allow boaters to launch motorized vessels from boat ramps throughout the county. Freshwater boat ramps like these at Lake Ida West Park allow boaters to cruise the lake and fish for exotic species like peacock bass and clown knifefish. Boaters also have the option to launch their boats from saltwater ramps throughout the Palm Beaches. Waterway Park is the newest saltwater boat ramp park. Boaters who launch their boats from here can cruise out to the Intracoastal Waterway or to the Jupiter Inlet into the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. The Palm Beaches are known for some of the best fishing in Florida. It's not just about catching fish. It's about the experience and the thrill of the hunt.
When you get a bite, you just want to stick your rod straight up in the air. You're not going to set it. It's not a quick motion. Just lift your rod up, put it up in the air, and start reeling. Once that rod bends over, you don't have to horse it as much, but you do want to keep the tension, because if you give him any slack, he's going to throw it. Captain Ricky Martez here in West Palm Beach. We're out here chasing peacocks and clowns. This is what I do every day. About to put these boys on it, see if we can't get you guys some great footage.
It ain't nobody in Palm Beach County that does freshwater exotic fishing like Ricky. So if you want to do some freshwater exotic fishing, you got to get with Ricky Martin, man, the greatest customer service guy we have here in Palm Beach County, for sure.
Yeah, baby. Now it is real. This is what we do, baby. South Florida Palm Beaches, baby. Come on. Fishing is one of those things where you're gonna always have to make adjustments, right?
Right.
And so it doesn't matter what's going on, like whether it's they're up on the rock wall or they're 5 yards off the bank. Those are all still small adjustments that, if we make those adjustments here, we make those adjustments in life. And then when we find ourselves in those tough battles, we know how to adjust.
And one thing about it is that information is so diverse. There's no one set way to do different things. You learn different techniques, you learn different ways to do it. And as you said earlier, you're providing a life skill. And I believe one thing that's added to that life skill is the ability to problem solve on the fly.
Absolutely, on the fly. And I think that's the beauty of fishing though, man, is just to be able to have a solution to whatever problem you may face. I always say, man, I'm in my most rawest form on the water.
I definitely feel that, man.
I'm in my most creative space.
Butterfly peacock.
Gorgeous fish. Look at that green. You have another unicorn. Oh, here we go. Look.
Finally.
This one is all lit up on the tail. Look at that blue.
Look at that.
Look at the blue in that tail.
Beautiful, yes.
When these fish start moving into spawn and it starts getting into those months where it gets a little cooler, we got our first cold front today, these colors on these peacock bass really just start to shine. And I mean, you can tell. Look, one of the main key factors to tell that this fish is moving into spawn is there are 0 hook marks on that mouth. 0 hook marks, bright colors. You could tell he's coming fresh off the lake, coming in to look for a female, look for a bed, do their thing, and keep our fish population going. Great job, my man.
Thank you. I'm proud.
Right now we're fishing on Lake Clark shores. It is a sister lake to Lake Osborne and Lake Ida as part of the chain. We are right now on the northernmost lake, and it's got all the same species that you would be chasing on Lake Ida or Lake Osborne. We have your largemouth bass, we have your peacock bass, we have your clown knifefish, snakehead, a plethora of cichlid species to choose from and target. It's just a great fishery with so many different exotic invasive species. It's an amazing way to get out here and just catch something different, do something different on a lake that you can fish every day. With lakes like this, it allows people like myself to create a career for themselves and step out of the norm and do what they love. And that's really what I like about South Florida in the fishing industry that we have down here. And not only the industry, the community. The community as a whole gets together and creates opportunities like this. It's the Parks and Rec community, it's our game wardens, it's our fishermen. We all come together, we all make it work, and that's just how it is.
So today we are in freshwater, as you mentioned, but that saltwater experience last week was incredible. I caught 4 fish that I had never caught before. I believe it was an Atlantic snook or a common snook, jack crevalle, a barracuda, which was a nice size, but the highlight was about a 6 or 7 foot, 150-pound shark.
On this week's hotspot, we're checking out Du Bois Park. This is a Palm Beach County park right on the Jupiter Inlet, and this place offers some amazing recreation. When you put your line in the water, it's all those fish that Jupiter Inlet is famous for. It's those big snook, it's the big jacks. You're gonna run into some sheep's head if you're looking for dinner. Snappers, of course, to keep the kids busy. And when you're done checking that out, go look at the Du Bois house. This is a pioneer home. The Du Bois were some of the first settlers here, and the house sits atop an Indian midden that is 6,000 years old. And if you need something for the kids to do, there's a snorkel lagoon as well as a little wading lagoon. So every high tide, clear water rushes in here. Get your snorkel gear as well. Go check out some of those tropicals that are cruising around the rocks right in the snorkel lagoon.
This episode of Parks in the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and by the award-winning Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation Department. When it comes to boating and fishing, there's no better place in the country than the Palm Beaches, and the Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation Department offers a gateway to these amazing waterways.
Yes, sir. Always throw your bait in places nobody else want to. That's always where Big Mama is. We're gonna have a party, baby. It's always a show when we together.
Man, you don't know what kind of show you're getting, but it's a show.
It's gonna be a show. Now, it may be good or it may get kind of spooky,
It's gonna be good or it's gonna be better.
but it's gonna be a show.
It's gonna be entertainment.
Oh, you're gonna be entertained. That's the show.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. People say, Jeff, what is a total experience? It is a life of expecting positive results. The goal is to make sure that you leave an impression that's full of positive energy that will allow someone else to see the greater good in life. I think that's remarkable. Be positive, man. We should all want to be more positive.
So what we're doing here today, guys, is we're doing a really simplified type of fishing. We have a 7-foot medium Cinco Sticks rod. These are made right here in West Palm Beach. We also are using very light line, anywhere from 8-pound up to only 12-pound test, to a circle hook. Again, to a circle hook, meaning, Jeff, what are we not doing today?
Setting the hook.
We are not setting the hook on these fish today. Circle hooks tend to really catch the fish a lot easier. All you have to do is reel. When I'm explaining this to everybody when they get in my boat, I tell them 2 steps. When the fish hits it, raise your rod tip and reel. It's all you have to do. You follow those 2 steps, you're gonna land every fish that hits your shad.
Coming right to you. Oh, that's a nice one. Yep. Look at that.
You got that 3-pounder
Finally.
I was looking for.
Finally. One thing about fishing, it takes a lot of patience. And if you're able to be patient and just stay calm, you get rewarded, like this. It's incredibly exciting to be able to catch a beautiful fish. And in the Amazon, these are monster fish. They don't get quite as big here, but this is gorgeous. And just to be out here with Captain Ricky and with Jeff, a new buddy of mine, I love doing this right here. And I think this is something that if you end up in Palm Beach County, this is definitely an activity you need to take up.
Oh yeah, this is when it get good right here.
Look at that. Wow. Now this is a captain.
So basically what he's doing is looking for a big ball of bait on his live scope. And so as soon as he get right on top of it, he's gonna throw that net out there and scoop up a bunch of them. All right, so see right here, you got a big old school of shad. So as soon as he's ready, he's gonna basically throw it right out in front of us, and like, he's gonna bring up that big old ball right there. Oh, it got some though. It got some. It got a lot of them. It got some.
Look at that.
Fresh shad, baby. So my boy Jeff brought us some sandwich. I'm assuming it's turkey and some type of cheese or something. But I'm gonna tell y'all, two things that's very important while you're out here on this water. Staying hydrated and some good nutrition. Some good protein, keep your mind fresh, keep your thoughts fresh, keep you adjusting and making good decisions. So eat fresh.
On this week's hotspot, we're heading south to Palm Beach County's Ocean Inlet Park. Most people know this as the Boynton Inlet. You can get out there, cast your line out. You're gonna run into some of those beach snook. You can hit the mullet run with all the stuff that goes along with that. Bluefish, tarpon, even run into some permit off the pier there. And if the fishing's slow and the water's clear, bring your snorkel gear as well. You can go to the south side of the inlet at Ocean Inlet Park and go right offshore and snorkel some amazing artificial reefs that the county has installed about 375 feet right off the shoreline.
This episode of Parks in the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and by the award-winning Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation Department.
Another beautiful butterfly peacock bass. Some males, got the hump on the head, gorgeous fish.
I'm tell y'all, hey, it's something to it, man. You gotta eat good. You gotta eat good. See, when you eat good, oh, they just come on up out the water. Gotta eat good. Eat fresh.
This program is in no way affiliated with Subway or their entities.
So we can cut that check though.
They certainly
They
can.
can cut the check if they want.
They
Then
can
we'll
cut
be
that
affiliated.
check. They can cut that check.
But for legal purposes, we are no way affiliated.
Man, look how white that bottom
Kelly just moved in off the lake.
just moved in. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yep.
Let me just get back out there.
Well, they're fired up. Uniform.
Yep. All right. I think you found the spot. You did say this was the hole.
I don't know why he didn't bring us here to begin with.
Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Yeah. Now this is what we are talking about. You have to book with Captain Ricky. If you're not convinced now, I don't know what else we can say.
So, as it pertains to Florida exotic species, and we talk about the 5-pounders, like now we are in the conversation. Now it is real.
This is what people come from all around the world to come and catch right here.
Look
South
at that
Florida's
thing,
best.
Man.
right here in Palm Beach County, in the parks of the Palm Beaches.
And this is the great thing about the parks in the Palm Beaches. You can launch at any single one of the boat ramps, come to any single one of these bodies of water, and catch these amazing fish. Get out here and get it done today.
On this week's hotspot, we're heading to Palm Beach County's Okehely Park. Okehely's in the center of the county, and there's plenty of bass there to keep us adults entertained, but Okehely is all about kids fishing. Okehely is part of FWC's urban fishing program, and that means that they stock the lakes in Okehely with panfish and with catfish, and there's actually fish feeders to keep those fish active and healthy all throughout the year. So it's an awesome place to take the kids, wet a line, you're gonna keep pulling in those panfish and keep them entertained. And while you're at Okehely, make sure to check out Okehely Nature Center. It's an awesome place to check out wildlife. They've got rehabilitated owls in there, some reptiles, and a really cool trail system. So make sure you check out the Nature Center after you finish catching all those panfish.
This episode of Parks in the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and by the award-winning Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation Department.
Oh, nice largemouth, yeah.
He gotta be big too, cause he going out in that deep water.
It's a big boy, yeah. Woo. Swallowed it too. Man, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Hey.
That's
Remember we talk about
largemouth charters. Choked it.
Choked it.
Choked it.
Ain't no getting it back.
Beautiful fish. There you go, big dog.
These we don't drop. So, we always talk about Florida and the massive amount of largemouth that it carries. That is a really good example of one. 4.5,
That's a
5
nice
pounds.
largemouth. Really nice largemouth.
It's a big guy right there. And to not kill him, we're gonna cut the line. No blood, keep him alive, keep him healthy. Man, only in South Florida, man, you can catch him like that, man. That is freaking awesome. South Florida Palm Beaches, baby. Come on. This is what we do, baby. This is what we do, baby. Got him. Look at that. That's another 3.5, 4 pound bass. Hey,
Tell you right now, them three
South
fish right
Florida,
What's that?
bass
Yeah.
fishing,
Yeah.
peacock, exotics.
there, that would have won a tournament right there.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah.
South Florida, man, all day. Tourism. If you want to come down here and fish, come play with us. Here in Palm Beach County, baby.
Thank you.
It don't get no better than that, baby.
It's a fish for sure. All right.
I realize that's it. Come on, be it.
Peacock. I'll take it though.
Oh, he's big. I just wanted to be cool.
Nice. You gotta do your dance.
Hey, now
That's a hump there. That's
Uh-huh.
alpha.
That is alpha and omega. He say he's the beginning and the end.
Right?
Today was absolutely amazing, man. We got out here, we got a chance to catch some exotic species here in South Florida. This park and rec thing is one of a kind. We got boat access just about everywhere, from Boynton all the way down to Jupiter, all the way out west to Lake Okeechobee. So we're super excited about what we're doing here.
Jeffrey Willis, Ricky Martez, I'm Donnell McCann, and all of this was made possible by the parks and the Palm Beaches.